family for Christmas and they didn't want them. Okay, so back pocket. Okay, hi! Welcome to the World's Shittiest Game Show. I'm your host, DJ Qualls. Inka Binka Boggle Bank. Oh, there's somebody over there. Hello.
I'm Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Are you looking forward to?
Oh, wait. Is it Emily that I know? My glasses broke on the way to the airport, so all you guys are eye holes to me right now. So it's just the way it's going to be this weekend. My only prescription eyewear is sunglasses, and I didn't want to look like a douchebag in front of you. So Emily, what's your guess? 67? I knew you by your voice. Well, also you told me your name, so I knew it was you. That's not a me thing, that's a creation thing. So, because if anybody knows me, you know that my favorite place is in a bar. And if you don't want to come to that, maybe just walk around Austin, you may see me. But anyway, I can't, yellow looks terrible on me, but I love it, it's my favorite color. So I bought a yellow belt, and it's breaking on me. Hold on a second. Here we go. Emily, did you already guess? Oh, you did. Thank you for playing the World's Shittiest Game Show. Was that, did I answer your question? That's what also happens. You ask me a question, I answer 30% of it, forget what you asked me, and tell you something you didn't ask for. That's the way it goes. Hi, welcome to the World's Shittiest Game Show. And good morning. Let me drink some of this Red Bull, see what happens.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. My guess is 27.
Oh, we're getting right to the business. Hold on a second. Okay, Stephanie?
Yes.
27?
Yes.
You didn't win. Somebody called that out. I couldn't pick that. You're terrible at this. Did you not hear that?
Can I change my guess?
Yeah.
52.
Oh, you didn't win either. Okay. Hi. I wouldn't tell you. I'm a terrible intro host. I'm not that terrible.
Okay, so as a fellow Red Bull connoisseur, what's your favorite Red Bull flavor?
Oh, I've only ever had like this one and a coconut one because I have a problem metabolizing sugar, so I have to have the diet ones. I hate coffee, so I drink. What? Oh, I have had the sugar-free watermelon. I had it in London last week, and I mixed it with vodka. I forgot. I recommend that to anybody over the age of 21 in the States and 18 in England. It was good stuff. Do you have a favorite? Is it that? It's so good. I don't like coffee. I never have liked coffee, and I don't like coffee or beer. Two things that people who love it really love those things. But I just don't like it. Was that your question? Fucking firing on all cylinders today. What did you say?
And I love you.
Aw, I love you right back. I'll come down there and give you a hug. Being tall is the number one thing that people say to me. People yell it to me across parking lots, or like tell me at the mall, like, "How are you so tall in real life?" I'm like, "I know, I was here when I put on these clothes this morning." Hello?
Hi, DJ. How are you doing?
Well? Stacy? I got you. Okay.
122.
122. I love how you guys have dictated the pace of the change. That comes at the end, but now you guys want to get out of the way. I'm here for it. Maybe I'll change it.
All right.
Hi.
So my question is about karaoke, and I love.
Oh, it's so fun.
It's so fun.
Who's been? How many of you have been to one of mine?
I especially love how you created all these themes around it, and I love your outfits, and there are always so much thought into them. How are you deciding? I'm assuming it's you that is deciding the themes of each one.
Yeah, here's what I do. I go to a bar. And so I have a hard time working from home. Like, I can't focus. There's a thousand things. And like, I'm the kind of person that like, when I'm cleaning out my dresser or my drawers in my bathroom, I'm like this. Oh, this concert ticket. I remember that day. And 2 hours later, I haven't done anything. So I had to get out of the house. And I was going to join the Soho House, but I went there to preview it, and I hated everybody there. It was a bunch of pretentious assholes. So now I go to a dive bar full of old men in the daytime called Firefox. And I sit there and I read, and I read scripts, and I go there and all the themes are based on outfits I want to wear. So I grew up never liking to dress up, even for Halloween. I never did it, and now I could be an astronaut tomorrow if I wanted to. I could be a man from the 1800s with a wig and this. It's amazing. But this theme I picked out because I knew it would be hot as hell. And even though it'll probably be Arctic in here tonight, I wanted people's transition not to be hard. Like I didn't want you to arrive pre-sweaty. I want to make you sweaty. So that's how I picked up, and this is White Party. It's not a spoiler, I'm wearing a white suit that I love. It's very hard to find a white suit. But I found one, it's dope, and we're gonna rock it out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You already guessed, didn't you, Stacy? You're 122. What number did I pick? Okay. Hi.
So I'm ready for the party.
Oh yeah. I can see that you're wearing white. You also kind of fit the national theme, which is country. But I don't have that outfit yet, so actually, I guess sometimes I just wanted to be country. I ran from it because I'm from Nashville. I ran from it as a child, and also cowboy boots take so fucking long to break in. But I'm gonna commit to it. Hi. I know you didn't ask for that. What did you ask? Did you ask anything? Okay. Oh, where are you from? You talk funny. Where in England are you from?
I'd say you talk.
Oh, we do talk funny. Well, we talk like a banjo. Hey, hey, David. Y'all should come over later. Peggy made a cobbler. I know you haven't asked anything yet, have you? But where in England are you from?
Not far from London.
Where? Not far in London? I lived in London for a very long time. I went to college there. I haven't missed an episode of EastEnders since 1990, whatever year still makes me be 38. I love it. I don't care what anybody says. Most people from the UK roll their eyes at me when I talk about EastEnders. For those of you who don't know EastEnders, it's a bunch of people who live in an area of town and nobody's very attractive and you can get murdered over 20 pounds. Yeah. But I loved it because when I first moved to England, I'd never seen normal looking people on television before. And I was like, I think I could be an actor. I think I could, not that I'm any kind of normal looking. But I was like, I think I could be an actor. And then I became a lawyer and hated it. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna go try. And I did. EastEnders really kind of was my motivation for that. I would never be on that show because the acting is terrible. But I love it to death. And I hate the term guilty pleasure. If you like something, because it means that you have to crap on the thing that you like so other people won't judge you for it, get out of here with that. You like what you like, as long as it's not hurting anybody or hurting yourself. Like, if your guilty pleasure was doing cocaine and drinking Red Bull at like 2 o'clock, at 9 o'clock in the morning, I would say wait until 2. No, joking, all jokes. Now you can ask something, because I remember that you did it. Did you forget? Oh, I would love it if you forgot what you were going to ask. You hear? She said, why were you not allowed to hold the microphone? I can answer that. I don't know. Thank you so much for playing the role to this game show. What's your guess? Thank you for listening to my podcast. It's my passion project. It's free. If you haven't listened to it, it's a good time. I'll tell her that. It's basically the only time in my career. So when I did the Tonight Show for the first time, I went on stage, I was with Jay Leno, and can I be 38? Have we done that with Jay Leno? I think I could. I was 4. No, but I did it for a road trip, and it was a big deal, thanks, to do it for your first movie. And I went on the Tonight Show, and Jay was like, so, what's it like to be in a movie? And I'm like, Breckenmeyer is mean. And they were like, oh, you can't do that. And I'm like, I think I always have to do that, because if I pretend I look like these fools and act like these fools, then nobody's gonna believe that I'm authentic, and then my career's probably gonna die. So I have to be myself, and I'm gonna ride that, so that doesn't work anymore. So for the podcast, I can tell all the stories with the names in there. I really do too. Details are not spared. Here's the thing, if you're awesome, I tell that. If you're not awesome, I tell your first and last name and give a hint to your street address.
Impression.
Yay. Did you answer a question? Did you ask me a question? Oh yeah, I mean, ask. Well, this is a symbiotic relationship. You're up there, I'm up here. You can do whatever you like. I'm going to sip this Red Bull and give you a chance to ask your question.
Sure. So I was going to say, I don't know how often you visit Austin. I wondered what you sort of recommend for places to visit. And I think want to know.
Oh, go to Amy's Ice Cream. It's Amy's, right? I like the Mexican vanilla mixed with cinnamon. Let me tell you a story about that. So I lived in Austin for a year. I did 2 movies back to back here. I did The New Guy and Lone Star. Thank you. And Lone Star State of Mind, which is a cult classic. If you haven't seen it, it's the funniest thing I've ever done. I'm playing my cousin Steve, who's the dumbest person alive. And so they were closing, and I was leaving work. And all day long, I kept thinking, I should want some Amy's ice cream, the Mexican vanilla with cinnamon. And so I'm almost there, but the traffic's kind of gnarly, and I called them, and I'm like, hey, Amy's Ice Cream, this is DJ Qualls. You probably don't know me, but I was in a movie called Road Trip, and if that matters at all, that can help me. But I'm shooting a movie here in town, and I really, really, really want this ice cream so bad that I never do that. That's how good this ice cream is. And I just, all day long, it was 9,000 degrees here, and I just wanted the ice cream. And so this is what the guy said. Yes, and I'm Sharon Stone, and hung up on me. And I was like, well, that's the right answer to that. What else? You have to eat barbecue, because if you don't, you will be admonished. Also, Texans always like to ask me if I've been to the Whataburger. Have you been to the Whataburger? Yes, I've been there many, many, many times. And it's good, but nobody does it more than if you're in Corpus Christi. I think the flagship store is in Corpus Christi. Every single person will ask you wild-eyed like this, have you been to the Whataburger yet? I'm like, yes. And I think there's a gay bar called The Bear on 4th Street. I seem to remember going there in my youth, and I thought it was fun. But I don't know. I'm going to do everything. Whenever I land somewhere and I meet friends who live in that area, they always ask me what I want to do, and the answer is always everything. I don't like the word or, I like the word and. Leave them wanting less. You didn't guess yet, did you?
No. I wasn't asked what those scripts were that you were looking at. But
What scripts?
what you were doing next.
Oh, I'm writing the numbers down. Oh. You talk funny. What?
DJ, I was going to ask what acting you were going to do next.
That's actually terrible. You know Southerners, you know how they give us that accent that doesn't. I was going to call you yesterday, but Daphne was using the phone. I'm like, who talks like that? That's when before Kevin Spacey did all that stuff. I knew all about that stuff. He's not my friend. He made my friend's brother cry in the bathroom. See, my podcast is like this, but I tell the whole story. Kevin's Foghorn Leghorn. I say. That I couldn't watch that. What was that show, House of Cards? I couldn't watch it because the accent made me crazy. Nobody talks like that. Maybe they did 100 years ago. But nobody. The seat of power is the government. And I'm going to be the governor. Get the hell out of here. Now tell me what you asked again. Oh, what acting am I doing? I'm on a new show, an HBO show called Bookie. And it's created by Chuck Lorre, who created Big Bang Theory, which, yeah, and I had a terrible time on that show. I quit it. He and I did not get along at all, and now I'm working for him, and we get along brilliantly. He actually stopped me on my way to my car and told me, I thought that he was going to talk about this, because whenever this comes up in a panel, I say that we didn't get along, and that I quit the show, and I thought he was going to give me a cease and desist letter. And he didn't. He told me that when so here's why. So when I did Big Bang Theory, I had this speech where I had to break the fourth wall and come from center stage and then do this thing like, plus the Philippines, so Big Bang. Like, I have this mental breakdown because I'm on drugs or something. And he kept rewriting this speech every day, like 4 pages of solo dialogue right with the camera, and not just kind of rewriting it, like really rewriting it. And so, like, and I'm nervous because I'm playing in somebody else's yard because the guest star always has all the heavy lifting on TV shows, right? They come in, they're off book on day 2, and I'm like, how? And I'm like, oh, because everything's a variation of, you know what I mean, of things that you already do on the show. Your character set. I'm trying to find things. And so, I stumbled through it every time we got there because I got new pages, and then on dress rehearsal day, he's in the tech booth, and I hear him say this guy can't remember anything. And I did this, because you rewrite this every day! And so the last thing I said to him, and so he made me pre-record it, which is, before the live studio audience came in, which is so humiliating, right? And so I was so mad about that, I walked center stage on tape night and destroyed it in one take, and that's the take they used. And the last thing I said to him was this, fuck you, Chuck Lorre! For real. And now we work together. So I was shooting a movie last year, and it was in April, and I was walking back to set from this restaurant, and my manager called me and he was like, so Chuck Lorre wants you to do his new HBO show, and I did this. Chuck Lorre? And so I get there, and everybody's like, he's so excited you're here. Chuck is so excited you're here. And I'm like, Chuck Lorre? It was very confusing. Like the costumer was like, oh my God, I can't believe that you're doing this. And I was like, okay. And so I get on set, hugs me, and I'm like, it's him. So then I rehearse. I'm playing the mortician, so all I have to do is I'm putting makeup on a cadaver, talking to 2 guys over my shoulder. Really simple scene, fast. So then he comes to my trailer and says, with brand new pages, I'm not joking, hand to God, and brand new pages, and he gave me Tourette syndrome. And so we had just rehearsed. And digital, we don't shoot on camera anymore. It used to take 3 hours to light a scene that was on film. But now it's all digital, so lighting cues are like 10 minutes. So I was supposed to put on my smock and get right back out there. So I'm like, fuck! Like, also how do you, because this is the comedy, so there's a cadence to a joke and how it's delivered. And so I have to suddenly work in ticks to that. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I work it out here, and I'm like, Chuck Lorre, you're not getting me on this day. I will overcome. And so I did it. I knew all my lines. I'm like, because I'm mad, and there's a fire in my belly. And then I get on set. So I not only have brand new pages, Tourette syndrome, then this motherfucker gives me a hard-to-eat sandwich. And I don't eat mayonnaise. So it was dry, and things were falling out the bottom of it, and so I did this. I need some mustard. You need to get me some mustard. I will glue this bitch together. I will overcome. And I did, and now I'm back on the second season of it. So I know you didn't ask for this, but you did show up here, and you did make eye contact with me, so ultimately this is your fault. Anyway, so after that, I realized this. He doesn't hate me. He loves screwing with me. And to see what I will do. So we're in our second season. We just finished our second season, and I'm walking out to my car, and he's like, he comes out with the executive producer. He's the showrunner, and the director. The director is Andy Tennant, who did Sweet Home Alabama, and the writer. So this coterie of old men, old powerful Hollywood men, came out to my car, and they're like, hey, can you get out of here? And I was almost free. And they said, could you talk to us for a second? And I was like, yes. And I was like, oh my God, he's going to ask why I talk about this at panels. And he said, we just want to tell you that if we didn't have a door on our room today, we would have blown every one of your takes. This is the most we've laughed all season. We love you. What we ask of you, we know it is so hard, and we think you're a genius. And I was like, Chuck Lorre? It was so so nice. And it went on for so long. Went on for so long that it became embarrassing. But I pulled over and wrote it down so I could remember exactly what was said, because he was like, you are at this level, and this level is very hard to get to, and you need to internalize that and know it. And I'm like, what is happening? This is so nice. I want a raise. I'm a genius. Hi. Now you can tell me your name and your guess.
I'm so happy with it. Great. Sue.
Sue.
Number 19.
Number 19. Number 19. Any. All right. Hi.
Since you can't see, I'm wearing your garb shirt.
Oh, that's so nice. Is it the one where I'm is it a bunch of different garbs and Mr. Dizzles? Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. That benefited St. Jude, so you did some good there. You want to give it to me?
I'm Layla, and my guess is
Layla, does everybody, because your name is Layla, sing that song to you?
absolutely.
Yeah, I know.
You can sing it.
No, I'm not going to do that because right when I first got successful, I couldn't walk into a bar without somebody playing Rock DJ by I Don't Wanna Rock DJ, and then that Madonna song, Mr. DJ, and then dun, 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 hey Mr. DJ, and then Hang the DJ, and then after that, people were playing Hard Out Here for a Pimp, for Us Will Flow, and it still happens everywhere I go. And no, but first it was Tricky by Run DMC, because that's my song in Road Trip, and that I danced to. I performed that at the Hollywood Bowl with them. It's one of the craziest things I've ever done. Hey Layla, did you tell me a number? You didn't, did you? I wouldn't tell her.
My question is, what really stupid movie always makes you laugh?
Ooh, National Lampoon's European Vacation, I love so much. I've seen it over and over and over again. It's the best, Rusty and Audrey, I think. Also, that Rusty is Blake Lively's brother. Did y'all know that? Yeah, the Rusty from National Lampoon's European Vacation is Rusty's brother. I mean, it's Blake Lively's brother. Now I think he's not an actor anymore. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And her sister Robin, so she has a set of older brothers and sisters who were actors in the 80s. And her sister was in, don't you see that movie Wildcats with Goldie Hawn? She was her daughter in that. So she was like an 80s female heart, what's it, not a heartthrob. What are the girls called? Sweetheart?
Bombshell.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to call a 13-year-old a bombshell, but well, I was 13. Anyway, she was a hot young, like, teenage actress, and I know you didn't ask for that. What did you ask for?
You answered it.
Oh, what did I say? Oh, yeah. I would be a terrible witness. This is how I get out of jury duty. So one time I got jury duty, so I did it every year. I did it for a long time, and then I stopped returning my summons, and nothing's happened. Hold on. That's not wood. That is. Anyway, here's why. So I go up to jury duty and get pretty deep in the selection, right? Like I'm there all day, and then you get to the part, and I know this because I used to be in court, and they do this. The attorney asks, or the judge asks, is there any reason why you would not be fit to be on a jury? And I'm like this. I'm like, I can't promise that I won't cry in open court if it's violent. Like, when the news says this may contain disturbing footage, nope. I don't want stuff in my brain, right? Because I internalize things and I replay them over and over and over again. And so I was like, and the judge says, well, we trust that you would be able to keep your composure. And I'm like, I don't though. But I know myself pretty well. I've been here this whole time. And And so anyway, that didn't get me out of it. And then we get down to like the second level, and then the lawyer started asking questions, and I'm like, I have a concern. And I'm like, if this is a murder trial, and everybody's like, oh God. And I'm like, if this is a violent crime, and we convict somebody, and how do I know if they recognize me that they won't follow me home or send their people to come to my house and to kill me? And then the judge said, I've had Jamie Lee Curtis on a jury before, and I'm like, Jamie Lee Curtis has $40 billion, and she lives in a house with a wall around it. I've been there. And so she can afford to defend herself. I was a young actor. Anyway, that was on my heart. And you already guessed. Layla. See? Oh, thank you. He's very patient. Thanks, guys. Hello.
Hi, DJ.
Hi.
I'm Drew.
Hi, Drew.
My guess is 76.
Drew.
I nailed it, right?
Yeah, he won. Why were you even here? Okay. It's over. Throw your plastic directly into the ocean.
I adored you in your role as Garth.
Thank you. He was awesome. I loved playing him. What a patient man. He and Ty should be together. They're both very patient. I'm not patient. I'm what they call impatient. Have you heard of that?
When I watch something and see you in it, something else other than supernatural, I'm always so happy and surprised. I'm like, it's Garth.
People do that in real life too. I've called Garth all the time. It's okay, I respond to it. We share a lot in common. I'm wearing his underwear today.
So my question was, of course, we know your favorite role was Garth, but what's your second favorite role?
I was on a show called Legit, where I played a guy with advanced stage muscular dystrophy, and it's the funniest thing I've ever done. And it's so meaningful. Before it came out, people got mad at me because the disabled community has something they call crip face, and it's when you are a non-disabled person playing a disabled person. And the thing is, they audition people with muscular dystrophy, but the shooting schedule is like 14 hours, and a lot of the locations were not accessible. And they chucked me down a water slide. And there's a lot of things, but they tried. But I was playing a real person who actually died while we were filming the second season. But the cool thing that came out of it is at the moment they saw my portrayal, I started getting letters and emails and social media posts from people who were living with the disease because we were making fun of them. Like everybody got made fun of on that show, and to be included in the conversation made them feel like normal and not sick. And I noticed that that really resonated with me because I had cancer when I was a child, and I was completely bald. I was on prednisone, so I'm bald. I look like an alien. I'm all blown up. And my dad took me to the zoo once. I was 14, and somebody gave us $20. And my dad took it. He said he did it out of panic, but it's something that I have a hard time forgiving him for even now because it was the one day I wanted to feel normal. I was the one day to go out and do normal stuff. And so having people with MD say to me, we just watch it and laugh our heads off. And that was amazing. And I kept in contact with a lot of them. There are a couple of them that still are alive, but that show means so much to me. And also it was just fun as hell. I loved it so much, I had to go into my savings to pay my mortgage every year because it paid nothing. And I would still be doing it if I could. That's how much I loved it.
Well, I will have to watch it.
NZ Nation is hilarious. There's a wheel of cheese that's been rolling perpetually, squashing zombies. The Liberty Bell, when it falls off the back of a truck, is one of the funniest things. They made me shoot a rocket launcher because it was cheaper than CGI. But that tells you anything about the production values. You can buy a rocket launcher at like Army Navy surplus. I didn't know that. But you sure can. What's your name and your guest? You ready to do this?
My name is
Drew.
Drew.
And 76.
Yes,
Yeah,
76.
you did guess 76. You want to change it?
No, I forgot for a second.
You should change it. like me. Woo, I'm a troll. I am a troll. So one of my favorite things to do is I'll be in a lengthy text conversation with somebody, and in the middle of it, like we'll be in it, like talking about like this. I support you. I love you, and I can't believe how awesome this is, or you know, whatever. And then I'll do this. Who is this? And then they'll do this. It's Josh. I'm like, do not fall for my bullshit. We have been talking for an hour. Makes me laugh.
I absolutely love you. When I met you for the first time 2 years ago, I loved you more.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello. I see a youngling, but I can't see your actual face. Hi, do you have something to ask me? Let me see. I don't have my glasses on today because they broke. Oh, hey! Do you have something that you want to ask me? That is adorable. No, but I know several of them. I don't watch a lot of my friends' television shows. I don't watch this because I'm with these people. I love them very much. I'm on a 27-person text thread that I keep constantly on mute. Because once one person says anything, it's 14 hours of, oh my God! Da-da-da-da. It's good though. We're like brothers and sisters. But the last thing I want to do in my spare time is watch them pretend. And so I feel the same way about the Power Rangers. I know the pink one and the purple one. Yeah. They're good people though, and they fight crime. Don't they? Yeah. What's your guess? $25. You are adorable. Thank you for playing the world's crappiest game. Hello.
Hi, DJ. I'm Kristen. I'm with Heather, and I'm her emotional support human.
Awesome.
You may remember us from Hawaii when we made you vote on our ugly shirt.
Oh my God, that was such a good idea.
We had a blast with
So explain to them what this is, because if I try it, it will be here all day. It was such a good idea.
So we went to Hawaii for supernatural, of course, but made a whole vacation out of it. And every day we gave each other a shirt to wear, but it had to be like the most obnoxious, embarrassing thing, and then wear it the entire day out in public.
And didn't some of them have like those photos on them?
Oh yeah, my face.
Yeah.
She had to wear my face.
Yeah.
But my face was also like, obnoxious. But
That was such a good idea. It's like, it reminds me, Starting Out Live, where they write jokes for each other.
Yeah.
But this is like, the joke is the shirt.
yeah.
It's awesome.
And I would just like to make clear I won. Kristen won. But anyway,
If y'all ever get a chance to do the Hawaii show, it's very far away. But it's so fun because it's sort of the anti-con. Because everybody's so relaxed. It's just like, we can just sit here at this bar. Like I had one of my meet greets at the bar, at the hotel bar. Or maybe it was an impromptu meet and greet that people just sat near me because I was down there. Anyway, information was exchanged.
So for my birthday, Kristen got me a cameo that you sent me.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing.
So my cameos, for those of you who don't know, are like 74 hours long, as you can imagine. It's kind of like Avatar 2. There's like 17 battles and a cooking demonstration. Yeah.
It was definitely a stream of consciousness situation. I think it's my favorite one because I've gotten a couple from her as gifts. But you were showing me all of your
Antiquities?
Yes.
Oh, I was going to ask you if I thought I took you on a mini tour. Can you believe how dusty that cabinet is on the inside? It's like Miss Havish's house. So I have a little help at home, but nobody can go into that cabinet because I broke off. I was cleaning it once. It's so dusty in there, and I broke off Osiris's beard, a bronze Osiris's beard, and this Osiris is like 2,600 years old. and I cried, and said, fuck you, Chuck Lorre. And anyway, they fixed it beautifully, you can't tell, but, where are we going with this?
I just figured I'd bring up.
Oh,
See what you did with it.
that's so much, that's so, I'm like a social experiment. I love it. Oh, you already guessed 25 too. No, you didn't guess.
No, I don't even remember the range, honestly.
I don't remember either. It's 1 to 150. It used to be 125, but I upped the stakes.
Well, we
So
just
not
figured it
interested.
out. And I think, I was talking to Kristen earlier, but you're my favorite.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I like being your favorite. That shirt idea was a really good idea, and it's so funny. We got a lot of laughs out of that. I love being your favorite. I really am the nicest one. Yay! You didn't win though. Did you get it? All right. Well, I'm psychic. Yeah, he really did win. Child, come to my table and I'll give you a selfie.
I mean, I think he did 25, so I'll go 26.
Yeah.
Did what?
If that's what you're doing, you sure did it. You didn't win.
Thank you.
I can't even lie to you because I'm your favorite. I don't want you to turn on.
Hi, PJ.
Hi.
I'm Melissa, and I went to my husband. I was like, hey, what number should I pick? And he's like, well, he's pretty ADHD like you are, so pick a 3-digit number that none of them are the same. So 107.
You're Alyssa?
Yes, Melissa. And so here's my question. So I doubt that your favorite focus fuel is actually Mountain Dew and Hot Pockets.
I hate both those things. So whatever you eat on camera, you'll never eat that thing ever again. The video on TikTok that's got it's the most views, I think it's like 8 million views or 6 million views or something. I go into detail about that. It's eating on camera is not your friend.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like after you've eaten like 1,000 times that it would be.
You what? They make you swallow it. And especially if a lot of it's product placement. They're coming for me. A lot of it's product placement. And a man from the company is standing there just off camera and like, doing this. Enjoy that more. I'm like, it's a fucking Hot Pocket. I eat 40 of them. What's your guess? Hurry. Oh, you already guessed. You didn't win. But you did win because it was 113. See what I did there? Thank you for joining me tonight. We're going to together.